The Detroit Autorama took place Friday, February 24th through Sunday, February 26th at Cobo Center in downtown Detroit. The annual Hot Rod Show was celebrating their 60th anniversary this year, featuring amazing custom cars from across North America. Linda Ashley has been the spokesperson for the Detroit Autorama for the past 20 years and was born and bred in the Motor City.
If you're into hot rods and custom cars, you must come here. It's like the mecca of the trek you want to make every year. You will see cars that you'll never see anywhere else in the world, and they're different every year. There were 61 cars in contention for the top award at Autorama. That means these cars could never be seen anywhere before, not even in a photo. So people work really hard to get the best cars they can put together and show them for the first time at Autorama, and that's what makes it so spectacular.
Any type of merchandise a gearhead could ever want was available at America's greatest hot rod show. Drawings, t-shirts, model cars, and toys of all sorts were there ready for purchase. Walter Radinsky, who resides just north of Detroit, has been bringing memorabilia to the show since the late 80s. He got his love for toys from his father.
Since I've been building models since I've been a little kid, and I started with my dad. He made stuff out of wood and built airplanes, cars, all kinds of stuff.
The main attraction for most people in attendance were the souped-up cars. Birmingham, Michigan's Mike Purton brought a 1932 Ford Roadster to show off, and he enjoys the social aspect of the event.
What I found is everybody here is so helpful and so pleasant. And my brother-in-law, he's from Arizona, and he goes to all of them out in California, Arizona. And he said that the people here are so much more pleasant than the people in Arizona and California, which I find hard to believe. But so he's having a ball. He's running around here and he's taking photographs, and I bet he's taken 1,000 photographs already.
Businesses also had the opportunity to market themselves to their target audience. Autorama Extreme, which was added to the show this year, offers a whole other floor for more greasers to feature their prized possessions. Bill Jagenhow of Brothers Customs likes the feel of the new Autorama Extreme.
It's a little bit better to me, personally, and I like it because it's more roots, the cars are driven, and it's a little more real.
Crowds packed Cobo Hall for a weekend featuring live bands, haircuts, and great food. There were also guest celebrities, such as WWE superstar Rey Mysterio and Dina Corset from Jersey Shore. Detroit has fallen on hard times, major municipality issues, and a skyrocketing employment rate. But at least for one weekend, everyone had the chance for a little taste of hot rod heaven. For Mediaplex News Now, I'm Josh McDonald. St. Clair College has been the victim of theft since the beginning of September. Dozens of pins have been stolen from the weight room at the South Main campus. Even after attempting to secure the pins with cables, thieves have cut through the metal wires, leaving gym goers little to do. These pins allow people to set the machines to their desired weight. Without them, the gym is extremely handicapped. Elijah Hesley is a first-year student at St. Clair.
How are we supposed to be, a thriving school, with all kinds of good athletes and, athletes that perform better when you have people that are very inconsiderate go in the weight room and, steal the pins?
The school has begun to take action and is in the process of finding a solution to the problem. Jeff McEwen, who is the supervisor of aquatic services, said that the school is going to attempt another form of cabling system to prevent theft and may also install a security camera. Students are not the only one who use the weight room. Bob Reynolds uses the facility and enjoys working out because of the effects it has on his everyday life.
Keeps me in shape, keeps me active, keeps me injury-free. I get to perform better at work, live a better lifestyle, and all around it's good for you.
So for now, people must sign pins out from the athletic department in order to get their workout in. For Mediaplex News Now, I'm Josh McDonald. On November 11th, we celebrate our heroes who fought for a way of life that we enjoy today. Remembrance Day gives us the opportunity to reflect on those we have lost and celebrate the veterans that are still with us. One way of showing your appreciation is to wear a poppy. Gray McDonnell says he wears a poppy because it's the least he can do for those who have served for our country.
It means the ultimate sacrifice. people that are going out, leaving families behind, not coming home, those coming home that are still traumatized. How do you repay that sort of thing? And the least I could do is wear a poppy to commemorate that.
Poppies were chosen to represent veterans because the flowers grew on the battlefields after World War I ended. The money that people donate for their poppy goes towards supporting veterans who require financial assistance.
Remembrance Day just means that people fought for our freedom, and it helps us remember what happened, so we stop it from happening again, I guess.
Check your local Veterans Legion for Remembrance Day ceremonies that you can take part in your community. I'm Josh McDonald for Mediaplex News Now. Halloween is upon us, and people are busy preparing for the last holiday of fall. All Saints' Eve gives people the opportunity to dress up in unique costumes and celebrate with friends and family.
We have a large variety, thousands and thousands of costumes here. We've sold M&Ms, we've sold crayons, all kinds of really cool costumes. Usually the last couple weeks of October, but people like to shop right away. They're always trying to get the best costume or the coolest or the originals and so on and so forth.
Everyone has their reasons for celebrating the holiday, and Alicia Brush is no different.
And just being able to do whatever and nobody can really say anything because you're a character.
Kids are the one who seem to enjoy the day the most, and some are going trick-or-treating for the first time without parental supervision. Dylan Redmile is one of them.
Yeah, just ask snowballs.
So whether you're a ghoul or a goblin, remember this will be a very spooky Halloween. For Mediaplex News Now, I'm Josh McDonald. St. Clair College introduced a new scholarship program at the start of 2012 that will allow them to offer athletes the maximum amount of money permitted by the Ontario College Athletic Association regulations. The goal of this program is to recruit top athletes from the Windsor area and to motivate athletes to keep on track with their studies. Ted Beal is the athletic coordinator for St. Clair College. He hopes the program will help the Saints compete with the schools with a higher enrollment rate.
Well, obviously this is a very huge thing for us to help us in the recruiting process. We've got about 165 athletes to bring in on an annual basis, and so this will allow us the starting conversation to put us on par with the maximum levels of scholarship allowed across the province as per OCAA rules. And so when you're talking about recruiting an athlete that considering another institution, it's important to remember that we'll be offering the maximum allowable. And so no other college can offer or promise any more money than we'll be providing here at St. Clair College.
Being a student athlete is a huge time commitment, considering the amount of practice, travel, and games that take place throughout the season. Khalid Bahar will be going into his second season of men's varsity soccer next year and says he'll be putting his scholarship money to good use.
It's a really good program because some people can use the extra money for transportation, to buy books and all that stuff. Some tuition is too high and they can't afford, and basically like basic needs that you need every day. For me, I'm gonna probably end up using it for most likely books. And my program needs to be, you have to be physical, so I'll probably use it for the gym and use it for, just to get ready for my career when I graduate.
The 2012-2013 season will mark a new chapter in St. Clair varsity sports. With new incentives for athletes and more recruiting opportunities for staff, Saints fans have a lot to look forward to. For Mediaplex News Now, I'm Josh McDonald. A dispute between an Ontario family and the Ontario Lottery and Gaming Commission has cost the taxpayers over $30 million since the start of the conflict in 2004. After paying out $12.5 million to Kathleen Chung, the OLG accused her father, and brother of stealing the ticket from a convenience store they owned. OLG then had to pay out another $12.5 million to the actual owners of the ticket and is racking up lawyer fees battling the Chungs in court, all coming out of the taxpayer's wallet.
Well, I think another case of, we might also call it a bailout, and we've seen that that's not good because the average taxpayer, I think, is always footing the bill for mistakes done by government or individuals who do their own scams. And here we are again paying out of eventually our pockets with tax money.
Strict rules have been put into effect for lotto merchants. Tickets now must be signed even before they are scanned at stores. And self-scanners have also been installed so customers can check for themselves.
I think if you sell the ticket, you shouldn't be able to buy it. I used to work for a casino, and when we were off duty, we weren't allowed to play at the casino. We could go to other casinos, but we couldn't play at our own casino. So I think it should be the same kind of rule. Maybe they should, they'd be able to buy them, but from a different store. They can't buy them from their own retail outlet.
With every court appearance, appeal, and trial, OLG is spending more and more of the public's money. I'm Josh McDonald for Mediaplex News Now.